Conflict, conflict, conflict. That's the main reason why everyone is here. And according to Forbes magazine, 25 to 40% of the time of anyone is spent on a conflict or managing conflict situation. To begin this training, we wanna have a starting definition of conflict. And as such, we will use this. Conflict is any situation in which two interconnected parties, meaning parties that rely on each other, seem to have incompatible goals, interests, or objectives. Now, conflict might be focused on an objective or a goal, but there is a lot of feelings involved. As such, during conflict, emotional intelligence is an essential part. I think the best way to visualize the different elements of conflict will be with a simulation. So let us jump into the first one.
So it's been a really tough couple of days, and we were up last night, all night, looking at the location and trying to fix it, and then I just wanted to check in with the two of you and hear what the status of the prototypes were.
Sure. Based on the official timelines, I've received communication that 7 pieces of the key dress should be here by next week. And we actually have the tracking numbers, so we can check where they are right now.
Yeah, 7, that is unacceptable. Didn't anybody tell you that we were going to need 22?
We only got information in the system for 7. That was what Jonas put in.
Jonas, why would you do that? You don't, the plans, they might change, and now they have, and we're going to need 22. What's up with that?
Is this going to be a problem? I plugged in 7 for the forecast, but normally the forecast doesn't matter, and what matters is the actual order that's placed. I've always placed larger or smaller orders, and it always works out.
That's completely incorrect, and actually silly to think that the forecast doesn't matter. The forecast is used to tell the factory how much materials will be needed for the fabric for our company. And if it exceeds 50%, then they won't have enough fabric for us. Jonas, why didn't you check the introductory meeting, and why didn't you check with me?
How was I supposed to know that? You should have told me this. It's really important communication. It's not something you just put in as information in a course.
No. This is a big problem. You are not taking it seriously. This is a critical presentation.
Don't put this on me. You're the one who kept changing your mind. You always change the plans last minute.
Yeah, but it's your job to check with these kinds of things. You're going to have to fix this, and I don't care how you do it.
You want me to fix this? That's Eleanor's department. She's the one who always talks to the suppliers.
Fine. I'll call them. I don't know what we can do at this point, but it's the last hope we have.
What a mess. We begin this training with a very common workplace situation in which a small issue turns into a big blow for the whole team. Now, to take advantage of VR technology, in the next simulation, we will review the same situation in more detail. You will go there after you finish to see this section, and then just click in the next simulation button.
Well, so last night was just so tough. We spent all evening trying to fix the location. Now I just wanted to have a chat with the two of you and hear what the status of the prototypes were.
Sure. So based on the official timelines, I've received communication that 7 pieces of the key dress should arrive next week. We actually have the tracking number, so we can check where they are right now.
Yeah, 7, that's no good. We are gonna need 22.
We only have information for 7. That's what Jonas put in.
Why, Jonas? Don't you know that the plans changed, that we need 22?
Well, I didn't know this would be a problem. I plugged in 7 for the forecast, and normally the forecast doesn't matter. What matters is the order that you place. So I've always done that before, like play smaller orders than the forecast, and we always got what we needed. There must be a mistake here, Elena. Is this a problem? I plugged in 7 for the forecast, but normally the forecast doesn't matter. What matters is the actual order that plays afterwards. I've always played smaller or larger orders than the forecast, and we always got what we needed. Ellen, there must be a mistake here.
That's completely incorrect and silly to think that forecast has nothing to do with it. The forecast tells them how much fabric we need, and if the forecast exceeds the fabric amount by 50%, they won't have enough fabric to give to us. This is why I tell everyone to watch the introductory meeting. Why didn't you check with me?
How was I supposed to know that? This kind of communication is super important. It should have been highlighted more than just being normal information, of course.
No. This is a big problem. You are not taking it seriously, Jonas. This is a critical presentation. This is a big problem. You're not taking it seriously. This is a critical presentation.
Don't put this on me. You're the one who kept changing the plans.
Yes, but it's your job to check with these kinds of things. You need to fix this. I don't care how.
You want me to fix this? That's Eleanor's department talking to suppliers.
Okay, I'll give them a call. I don't know what can be done at this point, but it's the last chance that we have.
A mistake in the process, misunderstanding on expectations, bad attitudes, highly emotional. In this simulation we saw many obvious mistakes, and usually you only get a few, but bigger conflicts arise when the small details began to multiply as they combine with others. This is why it's very important to identify the signals and control them from the very beginning.
People fail to notice that the most important issue for a leader is emotional management. If you are a good leader,
It's just crazy how we can lose control by something so silly. It's just a misunderstanding.